Hey guys, welcome back to Hunt Central. Luke here. I'm currently 2 hours into walk up valley. I was hoping to stay in a hut tonight, but not looking very likely. Had two sets of footprints going up the valley in front of me when I left the car park, and then just been passed by 4 trampers, so that's not the best start to the trip really. Pretty much ruined this valley in my opinion. But I'm going to carry on regardless and hopefully catch up with the guys I think are hunting, and hopefully climb up out of this valley into another valley tomorrow, providing the legs can cope with it. Got a big pack on, potentially enough food and stuff for around 10 days, so I'm hoping to do a few catchments and push over a few passes. Once again, we'll just see how the legs hold up. Haven't been doing a lot, so hopefully I'll find some of that fitness on the way. Alrighty, past the trampers and the other hunters, and pretty much clear to go above the hut. Great news. Looking up the valley here. Geez, it's always hard to... Right here, I believe, is where I'm going to pass through. Looks achievable. Losing a lot of sweat. Probably going to have to stop and get some electrolytes in me at some stage pretty soon. Glorious day, and things are looking up. It's been a pretty good day. Not seeing a heck of a lot of animals, as in none. Not much chance of seeing anything on these flats. Wind was blowing up on the way up, and there's people everywhere. I have to have a decent look at a map, but I think I'm heading up here and then sort of sidling up and around there somewhere up over the top. So yeah, this was the setup for the first night. Just camped in here. Just cool enough actually. Looks like we've got a not too bad a day. Looks like the forecast, this cloud's supposed to burn off, so should be a good day. Alright, we're just broken out camp, and taking me a little bit longer to get away than I probably would have liked, but should still have plenty of time to do what I need to do. Fantastic morning, just absolutely gorgeous up here. And, Alright, just had a extended lunch break, just doing a bit of a drying session, and got some calories into the system. The plan from here is to head up through this pass, which looks quite doable, and try and find a spot on the other side there somewhere where we can see a bit of promising country and yeah, make camp. Okay, we've made it. That last bit was a bit of a slog, but the view, okay, we've just popped up over the top here. Yeah, late on day 2, and finally found our first animal. Looks like a reasonable sized buck. Well, chamois down there. I thought it might have been a stag to start with, but no. So good to finally be on the board. Assume that's the same animal I was looking at earlier. It's practically the same spot, so most likely. Just a quick assessment of its horns. Kind of, yeah, sort of just your average buck. Nothing too flash, but good to actually see something. Alright, there you go. First stag of the trip. Certainly not a shooter. Oh, there's another one right there. He's a bit of stag. So there's actually 2 stags in that frame. I didn't see the bottom one on the left, which just looks like a big spike now that I'm looking at it. There's another one just sitting in the scrub there. Alrighty, we're finally on the board and we've spotted a few animals. Now we've seen at least 3 deer and 8 or 9 chamois, I think. Chamois are sort of all down in this scrubby stuff, and over here, and there's another one down there, and the deer are right down on that bottom flat, and then on this fan up here. Alright, can't see too much out there anymore. Pretty much lost everything. Haven't really seen too many more animals, but I wouldn't say there's no deer further down the flats. Just gonna go and find a flat spot before it gets completely dark and make camp, and that'll just have to do for tonight. It's bloody cold out here, real cold. Okay, just on daybreak, day 3. Just showed camp for last night. It was probably a little bit more exposed than I would have liked, but we got away with it. The weather held. Woken up to a few more clouds in the sky, so we'll start heading our way down valley. Hopefully make it to the hut at the latest tomorrow night, because there's a bit of a storm coming. I've been up here in the past. This one's no longer alive, I dare say. So it's all sort of going to plan. Yeah, had a machine fly over, so that certainly reduces the chance of me seeing too many deer in the near future, but you can't have it all. Just climbing my way down here. I knew there was a chamois. I last seen it down in the creek here. I knew it was around here somewhere. I thought, hopefully I can get some good footage of it or something on my way down. It was standing right here, about 20 yards away. It seen me, I seen it. By the time I dropped my pack and got the camera out, it had shot the gap. Felt like I'm probably gonna win now. That's how good their sense of smell is, guys. Gone, Barricade. Far out. Unreal. Yeah, it wasn't good. Yeah, it's about midday. Just come from, you can't actually quite see it, but up around the corner here. And so I thought this is a pretty good spot to view from. And I've just had a spiker come up the creek here. Sit back down. Tough life. End of day 3. Not as productive as I'd like it to be. Seen quite a few chamois. Seen that spiker, which I think's the same one I seen last night. Yeah, sort of hung around this bottom end. hoping to find those two stags and hoping they had a bigger mate or another stag nearby. Knowing what I know now and how low the numbers are down in here, probably wouldn't have bothered potentially seeing the only 3 deer in this valley. Probably a bit cool. Alrighty, about mid-morning, just making my way down this gorge. See the odd set of prints who's assumed probably a chamois, but maybe even a tar has been floating around in here, so I'll keep my eyes open. Going is pretty tough, to be honest. Probably got about another 500 meters where hopefully I'll meet up with an old track, and hopefully that'll improve things, because if I keep going like this, it's a long day. Alright, this just took me probably a good half hour to negotiate this creek. The track at one point I think come straight through there. Someone's rerouted it there. Still just dodging enough to get foothold about third one down, so I climb way up and around and still come down a place I'd probably rather not. Yeah, a piece of rope there would save a lot of carrying on, but just a quick note, you don't have to follow the track. If it's not safe, try and find a better way or turn around, but I don't really have the option of turning around, but anyway. Okay, just had a wee bit of drama. I just stopped for a drink and set my pack, and this wasn't on it. All the straps are still done up. Yeah, so way back through that dodgy bit that I didn't really like coming down the first time. About half an hour back up the track, my rifle's sitting on the other side. So what's happened is when I've slid down, it must have pushed it up and out of the rifle sling, and then it's slid out. I only had the 2 straps at the top, now it's got 3 straps. Yeah, I don't want to be doing that too often. Alright, since making this main valley, deer signs increased 100-fold, if not 1,000-fold. Plenty of animals around by the looks of things. I made a faux pas and I left my USB-C charger at home. And so what I've done is I've managed to use another USB-A cord and cut the end off it, and I'll show you my MacGyver in here. So this bit was the original USB-A cord, and this is the USB-C cord. And you think it would be real simple and you just connect the positives and the negatives on there. It's not. The USB-C needs to see a resistor. So what I've had to do is jerry-rig the head of the old thing that I pulled to bits, wire that in as well as the power supply, and it looks like we're doing something, which is a bit of a relief because I have an EPIRB with me, but this is yeah, my comms with the outside world, so we'll charge that bad boy right up. We're just gonna go for a real quick look before it gets dark. We've probably only got about half an hour or so. So wind's good, haven't gone very far at all. Just figure out I've got a fair bit of country to look at here, so yeah, we'll just wait until dark, see if anything comes out. I'm sure there's something looking down. I just reviewed the footage from tonight and I've had a freaking shocker with the camera. Don't know if you're going to be able to see anything at all. You just have to take my word for it that there was a few deer on the flat. bit disappointing. Never mind. 5th day, coming to you from inside the hut. Just made a massive feed of pasta, coffee, I might have another one yet. It was a pretty wild night, still a little bit of drizzle out there, but she's clearing. Sort of hoping I can get myself away maybe midday and then hopefully make the flats in this next valley, just start chipping away the distance. Day 5, just leaving the hut, just had a good sleep in, massive feed, and just got a bit of recovery in, which was due, needed it. Yeah, it's about midday, hoping to make the flats in the next valley, which I'll swing around. It's up in here. A little bit of a daunting prospect to think I've got to go right up over that range behind me again. Legs aren't 100%, but they could be a heck of a lot worse considering how much work they've done. I always love areas like these, they're super cool. So yes, after 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the going's been good, I've just been going a bit slow really, but we're making progress and the trail's not too bad, so yeah, just gotta get around this gorge, but by the looks of it, which I don't know, I'm gonna guess I got another couple of hours at least. This trip's been going way too easy, just wasted, I don't know, a good couple of hours. Last place the track takes you probably here somewhere, so you start going down trying to find a way through this that you can't see, which is quite clearly completely impassable. After multiple attempts and realising I'm going to die, finally come up high enough just to get through. Yeah, thank goodness I didn't persevere with that lower route. I knew this trip had been going too smoothly, so that just ruins a lot of energy. And we've probably got about an hour to get out of here. Hey crew, yeah, today certainly hasn't gone to plan. Bit of a highlight seeing those couple of stags at the end of the night, but outside of that, yeah, everything was going really good until it wasn't. Anyway, we haven't made it as far as we would have liked, and we're having to make a bit of a, I wouldn't call it an emergency camp, but an impromptu camp. So morning 6, we ended up ditching this campsite last night, just didn't have quite enough room in amongst the trees instead. Yeah, it wasn't too bad, could have been better, but it wasn't too bad. I'm pretty close to midday and I'm just about to break the flats, I believe. Close to, yeah, 4 hours extra walking, so wasn't too much chance of me camping here last night. Yeah, just over there would have been a heck of a lot more comfortable than where I was, but Mr. Alpine's, I don't know, probably 6th or 7th load through here today. The only good news is he's not shooting up my valley just at the moment. I don't know, I'm just gonna have some lunch, try out some gear here for a fair while, and make up my mind whether I move further up valley or I stay here. I've got a fair bit to glass from this point. It's definitely not a shooter. It's disappointing. Where's your dad? Sixth night, pretty relaxed day today. Just sat on these flats and waited patiently for something to come out, and yeah, seen a chamois, young chamois, reasonable tar, and 2 hinds, and then just as I was packing up there was a spiker less than 200 yards from me, just on the fan. Alright, welcome to day 7. Just been having a bit of a glass round behind me here, and can't find a bloody thing. Suspect my camps disturbed the area a bit too much. So yeah, that was the spot last night, which vast improvement on the night before. Yeah, so plan for today is to get up right to the head, which is only a couple of K. We're right up in the head here now. Beautiful piece of country. There is a little bit of sign. I haven't seen anything. Come from way down there. I did see a young chamois up here last night from lower camp. And this is where I've got to head up through the clouds there. Well, I hope I'll get there eventually. Certainly going to take every bit of energy I've got left in the tank. So climbing the hill's a challenge, getting to it can be just as much fun. Fucking stunning. Right, that might have been what it was here in the heart attack. Super close to the top here. Just steep enough, had to backtrack a couple of little points, but yeah, last time the chamois was down in here somewhere. Looking up when it was cloudy, it was right down here. Camp last night was not that. About this somewhere, and then the other camp was in the middle of that rubbish, and then the hut way down in the main valley there. I think we just got to go up this last little bit and side around there, and I reckon I'm there. I bloody hope I am. Check it out. And there's some really nice country just below me, so made the call to stay here tonight. Just pitched my tent here and just had a bit of a much needed pit stop. And so this is just below camp. Really nice little chamois country through there. If I pan this way, really nice looking deer country, potentially chamois as well. And I've already spotted a hind down near the bush edge there, just sunning herself. So hopefully there's a stag somewhere. It's another not bad buck, but I don't know if you can see me very well, but I don't want to ruin the vista. Just back to camp. Pretty successful day, made it over the top. Seen 2 reasonable bucks, 3 deer, 2 hinds and a yearling. No stags, still not much happening on that front. But man, can't complain. The weather gods are smiling upon me, and what an evening. Just perfectly still, gorgeous. Pretty nice bull tail. Not monster, but nice. Last tally's machines, we flying someone into the wall block. 8th morning, got up nice and early and went and had a bit of a glass round. Seen a reasonable bull, pretty scrubby stag, and the same buck from last night. So good start to the day. It'd be nice to see something with a bit more size and age to it, but we're trying. We're gonna pack up and head back down to the valley floor and then go that way towards the head tonight. Very midday. Camp was up on top of there last night. Alrighty, made it. About 1 o'clock in the afternoon, just stopped for a bite. We're going to head this way. Probably only got about 2k to go to get to the upper flats here. On the rock bed, spent a few nights on this one. Just waiting for some stags to come out here, and I just realised I left my socks up on the rock up here. I haven't seen a carefully though. Nice little shimmy up in here, just a quite a young buck. Nanny and a kid up in here. Haven't really glassed this side very hard. There was a young buck straight up behind us on this razory stuff, but Yeah, nothing's showing its face just yet. Can't be far off. Can't be far off at all. It's got to be something. End of day 8. Seen a few animals, but can't help but feeling a little bit defeated. Just starting to feel up against it. If these stags aren't going to start roaring, which doesn't look like they're in a hurry to do. So trying to bag yourself a stag right now, pretty hard work. Sort of just in between periods where they haven't really started, but they're not hanging out where they would normally at the end of summer. Yeah, and on top of that, those hinds come out insanely late. Like, I've probably seen them for like 5 minutes. I'll get up real early tomorrow, pack up before light, and probably go downstream, start heading back that way, get a pretty good view of, and yeah, unless I see something that excites me, probably start moseying my way back down the valley. Alright, day 9. Been up since well before dawn, packed up, got behind the binos, got on the side, glassed all this nice country behind me here. Just not seeing a thing. So feeling a little bit defeated. I think one of these fans here is the first time I've not seen deer above it. But yeah, it is what it is. Gonna start making my way down. Yeah, now it's the first time in 9 days I've felt quite deflated. I was sort of hoping coming to a spot I know reasonably well, that I've seen stags in before, would end the trip on a bit of a high note. Yeah, I don't think the timing's quite there, and so essentially what I've done is a massive horseshoe shaped circuit around this mountain. There was some talk about heading up over this range and then going out that catchment, but supplies are running low, and frankly after 9 days I've just had enough. I am going to miss sitting in places like this. I am looking forward to a decent feed though. Yeah, still probably well less than halfway, just having lunch. Thinking I'll probably press right through to the road today. Feeling pretty strong. Yeah, been enjoyable, and I'm pretty proud of what I've managed to do. Always a shame, didn't really see anything that excited me enough to even consider pulling the trigger really. But them's the breaks. Pretty sure I come through around here, down roughly that ridge, out to the head. Just waiting on the side of the road for the ride to show up. Man, absolutely shattered as per usual. Just as every good mission ends, this one's no different. Yeah, a little bit disappointing, couldn't come away with the result, but had a great time. Weather was just incredible really. You could probably walk that in 4 or 5 days if you were fitter than I am, or you didn't spend as much time looking for animals as what I do. I'm sure when I'm at work in a week I'll be wishing I was back up there.